3D Piglet from Winnie the Pooh acrylic nail art tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish.
Hi everybody, in today's video I'm going to be showing you a cute little piglet with a very pretty pearl nude background that I absolutely love. So I hope you guys like this as much as I do, and if you're interested in any of my past Winnie the Pooh themed designs, I will put links to all of them in the description box below, so check those out and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
I'm going to begin with an overlay of Cover Pink acrylic, and so I'm going to do this in a fairly thin layer because this Cover Pink that I'm using tends to turn more of like a mauve color if it's too thick, and I didn't want it to end up with that kind of a background. So I kept it thin to keep it in that kind of beige tone, and then I'm going to encase it with a layer of clear acrylic. It's just kind of funny the way that one is when it gets to be too thick. So when it's a thick enough layer to fully do the nail, it ends up just kind of a different tone. So after that's encased with clear acrylic, I'm going to be filing it into shape with my e-file. I started out with a fairly coarse bit to remove any bulk, and then I'm going to go through and file it again with a much finer bit to act kind of like a buffer block. And if you prefer, you can obviously use a buffer block instead. Then I'm going to be applying a layer of a no wipe top coat, a gel top coat, cure that, and then burnish in some white chrome powder so it has a really kind of an ivory effect for the background color. Very, very pretty. Then I'm going to apply a layer of gel sealer over the top of that after I've dusted it and cure that once more. So now with some light pink acrylic, I'm going to be sculpting my piglet. For this design, I would recommend, if you have them available, to use 3 tones of pink. So you want to have a light pink, a medium pink, and a dark pink. And to do this, I actually mixed one of my colors. So this color that I'm using, this latest pink, is some of my kind of a medium pink, and then I just took a little bit of white acrylic and I added some into it so that it lightened it. So you don't need a big difference in the 2 shades of pink, the light and the medium, just a little bit so that you can tell the difference. And if you don't have 2 colors of pink, you can mix them like mine, or you can do some color adjustment later on with acrylic paint or gel polish. So after I have his face pretty much started, a good start on it, I'm going to be adding the top of his jumpsuit with a darker pink or kind of like a magenta burgundy color. And you can kind of get away with with almost whatever kind of color you have in that family. If you look at different pictures of Piglet, his little jumpsuit is a variety of colors, all within the same family, but they kind of vary. So you have some options there. Then I'm going to be adding his ears with the medium shade of pink, and as you can see, it is just ever so slightly darker than the acrylic that I used for his face. So the difference isn't so obvious that it's, a huge deal, but if you do have it available where you can use a couple different colors, it does help. After I have his ears in place, I'm going to add a second coat over his jumpsuit, and then after that begins to set up just a little bit, which I'll get back to in a moment, but I'm going to be adding his nose with that medium shade of pink. Just add that like that, kind of tuck it in so it's right above his smile. And then I'm going to take with the tip of my brush on the jumpsuit and go back and forth and create little indents for the lines going across it. And then with your latest shade of pink, I'm going to be adding his arms. So there's the first arm just down by his side. And here is the second one. And he's kind of tipped so that he's at like a 3/4 view. So the one arm is just behind the jumpsuit, and the second arm goes up over his face just a touch and then down in front of him so that he's, like he's shrugging. Very, very coyishly shrugging. And then I'm going to be doing some outlines with black paint. So I'm just going to take, and I slightly diluted my black paint as normal, and I'm going to go through and do all of the little outlines that are on Piglet. And you pretty much want to outline everything, add a couple more details along the way. So I'm going to be going around the perimeter of everything and then fill in and do little outlines of those indents on his jumpsuit. Give him a nice smile, a little line for his chin. Give him a little line down the center of his face. So all these characters are sewn stuffed animals in Winnie the Pooh, so a lot of them have extra little lines here and there for where the stitching would be. Add his eyes and his eyebrows. So cute. And then I'm going to be applying some matte top coat over Piglet, and you're all done. I think this nail is just so cute, and that shiny, very chromy white background just kind of disappears but adds a little element of glam that I think is just really something special. So I hope you guys like it as much as I do, and share recreations with me on Facebook or Instagram. I always get a huge smile on my face when I see them, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!